is what we call
hater shit.
There is no better term.
You know me. If you know me, you know me. If you know, you know. You know, so.
Heather Gillespie, one Heather G. August 3rd, 2024. I lived with my family, my children and I together, from their births through 2020 when I was unlawfully thrown into the street after seeking protection from domestic abuse, assault, and home invasion. Where did we get this dress? Look at the... I'm sorry, stop.
Okay, so basically for the update, we have been waking up in the shelter, coming to the beach, or going to see our child, and going back there when they close, because there's been a lot of chaotic energy, arguing, fighting, threatening within the shelter, drug use. So neither myself nor Xavier are trying to...
I'm so confused. Is he recording her? And why? What? I have no idea what they're talking about. So they stay in the shelter, but they leave in the morning and come back at night whenever. Yeah, we figured.
Be a part of anything like that, and we're trying to just be, 100% dedicated to being with our children. So we're focusing on just trying to make the best of it, showering, sleeping, and just being out of there whenever possible. We desperately need income, so we already got approved for 4 months in an apartment.
I'm sorry. But all I can think about is Xavier. Just like, she probably just wants to be like, we freaking baby still. He's just acting like a newscaster. He's like zooming in, backing up, going to the side. Like she's about to fucking snap on his ass.
Paid, but how will we pay it after that? So you guys know in the bio section, my resume is linked. So please check it out. If you have any sort of employment, let me know. My daughter's birthday is this month. She turns 18. My other daughter's birthday is September. She turns 11. Xavier's birthday is this month. And then we have a 6-month-old son, Weston, who turns 6 months on Monday. We're literally just trying to make it, you guys. If you have any jobs for us, please let us know. We don't want any drama. If you guys want to donate, please donate. I have a temporary Cash App set up because my Cash App was disabled for no reason. I will post that next. But any assistance, that you can provide would be very, very greatly appreciated. My vehicle was stolen. I was sexually assaulted. A number of really, really...
Really? My vehicle was stolen. I was sexually assaulted. Seriously, stop. Just stop it. Throw it out the window.
Bad things happened during this period of homelessness that I could have never anticipated. So I'm just trying to find a way, a way back home.
Sponsors, this place is really not suitable for anyone other than possibly children at summer camp. Wait, what? That's fucked up. If it's a bad place, why would you saying that little kids should be going there for camp? You're weird. I'm 37 years old with 4 children. Please help me get back home. You guys ever wake up tired?
Okay. I'm putting my gym shoes back on, even though they do not match with this dress, because riding a bike in a dress with chanclas is not the move. So, putting back on my gym shoes, we have to go pick up my prenatal vitamins and run a couple of other errands.
Oh no, Heather.
And it's really nice outside, so there's people everywhere.
I encourage anyone who thinks of maternity leave as time off to get hit by a truck and just 9/10 of hormone. I can't even read this because it doesn't even involve you. So, disregard. Heather, that's a different personality of Heather that posted that. She doesn't mean it. Oh, looky here. 3:33 p.m. Looks like you have a nice cup of coffee. After 23 weeks of no coffee, I'm back. Only on the days I don't breastfeed Weston. And I pump one of the 3 pumps those days. I'm bringing him about 10 6-ounce servings and feeding him in person 3 times per week. I want to be with my babies, you guys. This time away hurts so much.
So just to be clear,
Besides applying to a bunch of jobs, like endless amounts of jobs this entire 5 years since 2019, I also have had a business plan. I applied for EIN for my companies in 2018.
She still has a filter on, even though she has these freaking big old glasses. You can see the fake eyelashes through the glasses. Oh, goodness gracious, child.
So just to be clear, besides applying to a bunch of jobs, like endless amounts of jobs this entire 5 years since 2019, I also have had a business plan. I applied for EIN for my companies in 2018, and to this day in 2024 cannot get through to someone to allow me my EIN information. So if you guys are lawyers or you have any information that can help, please contact me directly. This is what I filed for EIN in 2018 for.
10:03 a.m. Her face, I just smack it. I've applied to another 6 to 7 jobs and made it to the church by 10 a.m. One in-person application completed. Check on all 3 of my big kids and said a prayer that my baby knows I'm always thinking of him, and taken action to raise awareness to the situation for the goal of reunification and justice for my family. Amen. Please stop recording in the church. Please, por favor, will you do that? For once, stop recording in the church. I'm sorry, but if there's no baptisms going on, I mean, I don't know why you're I don't know why you're recording or taking pictures. That's literally the only reason why I would take a picture in church. Why do you feel the need? I mean, people go to church they really need it, you know? Some people are having the best days of their lives. Some people are just barely making it by, and it is killing them, and they're going to their sacred place, and here's Heather with her phone recording people. Like, get the fuck off, man. You're gonna get banned from this church. I don't know. Would a church ban you? I mean, I guess if you were a nuisance, probably, because you would have to protect the other people. I don't know. That's hard. Like, I've never been to a church where that was a problem, though, you know. I feel so sorry for these people. Like, they can't even go into church peacefully and soundly and just calmly because they're on eggshells with this girl with the camera. Okay. Let me read her stupid captions. 10:09 a.m. This is where I have come to pray, apart from praying where I am. For the last several years, we have helped make sandwiches and volunteer to help with other meals. But I could never repay this community for the tremendous sense of belonging amidst the most adverse events. I want to know if you ate them damn sandwiches. And another thing, like, I'm sorry, today's the day. So why you always pretty much sit in that same spot? Besides the one and only time Xavier went up there and tried to meet, like, that was awkward. You are right there where people want to light candles and pray. Do you think, like, it would not surprise me if people don't go there because they don't want to go by Heather. Like, can you go somewhere else, please? Like, be incognito or something? Because if you're going to be on your phone, nobody wants to be around you. Get away from that special spot so people can go pray. Please. Scoot over, back up, go somewhere else.
Me and my kids used to, on Sundays, fill up a laundry basket filled with water balloons. The ones you had to tie by yourself.
Stop. Why do I feel like I can see them? Mostly Heather in the yard grabbing the water balloons and just throwing them.
Well, These ones came out like 4 or 5 years ago, or maybe 6 years ago now. You make 100 balloons in a minute. Me and my kids used to, on Sundays, fill up a laundry basket filled with water balloons, the ones you had to tie by yourself. These ones came out like 4 or 5 years ago, or maybe 6 years ago now. You make 100 balloons.
Okay, sorry. That was just funny. I'm sorry. But that goes to show you. So she said that they used to always do that. I don't listen to her sometimes. Did she say every Sunday? Or did she just say that out of her ass because today's Sunday and she needed something to say? Either or, if you really did this with your kids every week, okay, but it was back in the day where you had to tie the balloons. Well, these you don't tie, and these, she says, came out about 4 to 5 years ago. So that is so sad that it's been about 5 years since you haven't been able to do this with your kids. What is your life, bro? It took me a minute to find where's Heather. Just look for this suitcase. Are we going around taking pictures? You in your bag? Why? This is so weird. So weird. So weird. Poor people, they're just staring into the water like, aw. I swear, Heather, stop talking about flowers. When a flower doesn't bloom, you fix the environment in which it grows, not the flower. Blah, 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 blah. Ew. But we aren't finished. Heather says, what if you had no home to go to after this workout, no shower to clean your body, and after this workout, or you came home to find your family missing or taken? Positive vibes, solutions are needed. Amen. Oh, I'm sorry. And then right before this, she said, put her through the Heather 5-year challenge and let's see if that perspective remains the same. I'm just saying, have a blessed day. In 2024, no one should be suffering. Suffering, including poverty, are not essential to the human experience. Universal basic income and housing solve most of the problems that lead to things like abuse, poverty, theft, and virtually eliminate violent and predatory crimes. I will rebuke you, and do not you dare say, no, hell no, that is not no excuse for any type of fucking abuse or theft or any type of freaking crimes like that. Rob something if you need to. I'm not even at that point, but don't you dare say any type of abuse is because of fucking money problems. Bitch, I will fucking slap you. I'm sorry, Howard. It's just weird. It's weird. Are you kidding? Sorry. 11 a.m. service is live. Tune in here. How dare you? Do you know how sacred Do you know anything about the altar? Anything about the altar? Anything about the church? Anything about God? Stop recording this. Do you know what he's doing right now? You make me sick. Wow. Don't like the floors. Wow. I just saw the floors. Sorry. I don't know if that's a coincidence or not, but very Masonic. Sorry. Choose your kids in every situation, at any time, over anyone. Choose your kids. Heather says, I always have and I always will. Yeah, but when? When? Since when? It says, I saw a quote that said, be the adult you need as a child, and it changed my whole perspective. Obviously, it did not.
That last post, be the adult that you needed as a child, is incredibly important to me. All I needed as a child was more time with my mom, more time with my dad, more time to enjoy them. You know, I didn't want them to be working all the time, and that's what I have tried to give my children their entire lives.
Girl, turn the filters off.
That's why this situation is so unfair, you know, and just no one should live through what I've lived through. Most certainly, my children should not be affected in this way.
Ma'am, do you know how much people have to live through and go through, and it's like nothing? Like your little worries is nothing compared to a lot of people on this earth. So just shut up. 11:55 a.m. Charity detox. You're so weird. Like, I can't today with you. You're just pissed me off. You piss me off so much, Heather. It's just excuse after excuse after excuse. I'm not reading it. You're probably not even reading it.
So now we're discussing smart worlds and smart societies and their place in society with regards to things like harassment. And when we talk about harassment, we're talking about, for purpose of this conversation, harassment by electronic means. And you can pretty much fill out hundreds of police reports for this. Detectives will likely not pick up the case, speaking from personal experience. That leaves a very valid and needed kind of hole, a gap. And when I label myself and one of my brands as VLAW, VLAW, an acronym for the first letter of all of my children's names, this is where this comes to play. I should be able, across all platforms, to make a thoughtful opinion or comment on someone's post, and that post should not be subjected to slander or harassment. We should not have to go to court to sue for slander and harassment in 2024. There should be application.
Look, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if you're talking about people who say shit to you. I'm sure there's a couple people who say unnecessary things. But whenever I look and I see the comments, Heather, most of them are just telling you for real how it is. Some people sugarcoat it and some people tell you just very bluntly. And it is what it is. The reason why you get so mad about it is because you know everybody's right. And you won't get so offensive. Like you bitch and bitch and bitch, and then everyone tells you what you should do to help you, and then you just blah, 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 blah. The truth about smart society is online and in person. 12:07 p.m., August 4th, 2024.
So there should and there is application-based technology that is integrated to any open API software, whether you have a website or you have an interactive message board or a blog. This type of application should and can be integrated into that software so that any sort of untruth or mistruth, specifically with regards to public servants or public figures, as is one of the categories on most social media forums and platforms. If a person is a public figure, that means that decoding any and all malice, slander, or libel about that person should be fairly simple by terms of AI. Therefore, any person who...
Look at all these people you have to walk by and see and hear, Heather. Like, girl, why are you so annoying?
So I continue to do my best to keep my milk supply healthy and strong. We're now almost to the 6-month mark. My son turned 6 months old on Monday, tomorrow. And I'm just still very frustrated. You know, I have rights in this country. We have a constitution. And those rights have been violated for 5 years. And for 5 years, I've been documenting it every step of the way. You know, I believe in AI. I believe in technology. When are those things going to step up? And in the absence of human accountability, when will AI assist me in receiving my home back and my car back and reuniting with my children who I've had primary custody over their entire lives, you know, in a joint custody situation? When will the law work for me, Heather Gillespie? When will I not have to waste my breath?
I was just writing an article.
Yeah, I know, right? We tired of it. Whew. AI coins, AI for eliminating poverty, AI for streamlining housing and other resources, AI for eliminating need for civil.
I was just writing an article for Xavier about AI coins and cryptocurrency mixing with AI. I think you guys should all check it out. I think that AI coins and currency that's mixed with artificial intelligence has 100% the most likely outcome of literally solving like all of the problems we have in the world. Poverty, homelessness, all of it. So check it out, look it up. AI cryptocurrency.
If you hear me yelling, just know I said it nicely 26 times. I can relate. If you got beef with me, it's completely one-sided because I promise you, I do not give a shit. Is she in a vehicle? I'm freaking out. Is she taking an Uber ride or something? When's the last time this person's been in a vehicle? I'm scared for the driver. 3:17 p.m. Walking around the zoo after applying for some jobs, taking court-ordered therapy, and another housing intake application. ... USA.
My environment, right? I'm at the zoo pumping milk.
What? That's crazy.
Doing everything that they force me to do to have just like...
Is the zoo free? Or is she just on the outside? I've never been to a free zoo. That's cool.
My environment, right? I'm at the zoo pumping milk. Doing everything that they force me to do to have just like the most basic existence ever. It's obscene. This is the United States of America in 2024. A lot of people.
She pretty much said she belonged in the zoo. Today is Weston's 6-month birthday. Have you all heard of the application Time Machine, August 5th, 2024?
A lot of people ask me why I continue to be public about what's going on. And the main reason, more than any other reason, more than justice, more than vindication, is so that my children know where I was, what I was doing, what I was not doing. They can hear my voice, maybe not today or tomorrow, but eventually. All of this evidence, all of this video, all of this testimony.
So you're going to make your kids think that you were insane too? Well, they're going to see where you were able to hold your emotions for the most part, though.
All of the written testimony I've submitted, all of the court testimony, everything, all the police reports, at some point in life, it will all be compiled together. Heather Gillespie. It will all be put together, and it will tell a logical, rational story to my children, and they will know that through all of this, they never, ever, ever left my mind, and that mostly every single thing that I did was in an effort to get back to them. That I was not out here partying or getting in trouble. That I was not out here engaging in any sort of illicit activity. Every day, all I did was everything that I could do to get back home. Also, you guys saw I tagged my cousin Idalith in my last post. She is doing an Herbalife sponsored 21-day challenge. It's all body weight. She's posting it online, so follow her account if you haven't already. I'm gonna do mine. Today is 5 rounds of 10 push-ups.
Awkward.
I love this, but every single time we pass by any of the spots that I have pictures of my kids, because I would bring them here like 3 times a year, I like try not to start crying. I've already burst into tears like 3 times. Look who I found. Mr. and Mrs. Lion. We used to have these when I was little, you guys, on Knowles, and my daughter used to have bearded dragons and leopard geckos. I was about to say that. I'm not singing there. These guys are so cute. They look like ferrets. Otters.
Oh my gosh, she has nowhere to move. Am I the only one thinking, like, is it for real free? There's no way that zoo was free. That's sad. He didn't have any room at all. That's so sad. That's like the depressing part of going to the zoo is like whenever you're like, oh no, this bear does not have enough room to move in. Or you get they just walk and pace back and forth, like the lines, like it. Oof. Pumping on the go. Let your milk flow with the Peru wearable pump. Such an aesthetically pleasing view. Is that Xavier?
This is the bridge, you guys, where I always took pictures of my kids right by the flamingos. They would always be right here, looking at the flamingos. Here we have the flamingos stealing the show.
Why? What are they doing? Standing on one leg?
From the ducks.
Oh. That's a lot of ducks. Oh, he did that like a boss. That's sweet. Peace out.
These guys need outdoor access. This is so sad.
It is sad. 8/5/24, Weston's half B day, 6 months old, Heather Gillespie, 1 Heather G, BLAW, 4:31 p.m. My midday pumps aren't getting to the fridge in time since we were locked out for another 2 weeks and I had to decrease to 3 pumps per day. The shelter we are in now is dorm style, doesn't feel safe, lots of fighting, nothing like a family shelter. God wouldn't do this to us. This is Satan. I mean, there's nothing like pumping at the zoo, I reckon.